Today is November 27th, 2024. It's been a lot the last few days. I was talking to my one friend. Now, he went to Faith Family Church, and the big truck guys with the Florida human traffickers were in there with that Michelle. And she was telling everybody that Dave was dating her, and she could have anybody she want, drug, beat, and rape. She just had to ask those guys. Okay? They admitted they were drugging me, and showed videos of them doing it, videos of them raping me and torturing me to them. Watch how they're framing me. That they were doing it all for that Michelle, part of the drug cartel. Okay? And that they could control anybody with their drugs for 4 to 6 hours. They told people there. My phone's blocked. It's tapped by the place they recorded them. Okay? Okay. My neighbors are noisy. This whole thing is crazy. I played the tape where Agent John admitted to telling on me before, where I called the hotline, and the next day they drugged me out so bad I can't answer the phone, and it's ringing. And I let it go to voicemail, wake up later, stagger to the bathroom, stagger to the refrigerator, got back in bed and listened to the voicemail. While they're stalking me illegally in my home. Now they have his number and they keep me drugged up so bad they can get to him. And by the third day I make myself get up and I'm holding my head, and what's wrong with me? I feel drunk and I don't drink. I googled it. It's a sign of a day rape drug wearing off. Amnesia drugs, they make you sick. Got enough air in my face, called one of my witnesses, and went out to the mall, dropped off a car. I called her and asked her if she had witnessed for me. Of course, Karen, I'm scared for you. So I put a card. I put that agent's number in a card, dropped it off at the mall. Our manager put it in the locker, went up to have a stock, Trisha Barberton. And Agent John's up there telling on me. And people screaming at Dave. My God, I had an FBI agent. My office is right there. I walk up. How dare you bring that the FBI up here with threats on her life? Women walk up. He knows she's being drugged, being raped. I'm covered in bruises, throwing up. Been lost 18 pounds, severely infected, where I thought it was a dirty well water or showering in, making me sick. No memory of anything. Okay? I knew nothing. If these people wouldn't have said they were harming me, I thought the dirty well water was killing me. Never seen or talked to anybody before the FBI. It's a drug cartel running a scam on me. Okay? I go and sit down, and they follow me. He knows she's being drugged, being raped, and he said he didn't care. And she's going to be faking she was sick, thinking she got well while that family was grieving. A 15-year-old baby lie that a minister made up to cover up his son's adultery, and it was a medication error. And Dave even told him it was a medication error, medical malpractice. Okay? In 2002, and it took me 9 months to get well. It had nothing to do with that traffic accident, and he didn't make up that lie for 6 months later to cover up Tim and Katie. Thought I was following him. It was Linda, following her husband. Okay? And if this came in, she was being drug, beat, raped. He said he didn't care if she was going to be faking she was sick and faking she got well. That family was grieving. He didn't care what they did to her. And if she's going to be mean to their women, he's going to turn her back over to him. Can you imagine an agent saying that? And then Dave comes and let's go, threatens my life, and beats me in the truck on the way home. Next day I call that agent. He admits. I tell him so and told him, calls me a liar. I try to tell him about some guy threatening to knife me. He calls me a liar. I tell him he tried to kidnap me. And before I can tell him Terry Coverley's standing me, he's like, oh, come on now. I met with that family in my office. I met with all those church people. He confessed on a recorded line. He told on me for calling the hotline and that they were trying to have me killed because of Strange's lie. Conspiracy to commit murder is life in federal. And he talk about obstruction, justice, tampering with witnesses, tampering with evidence. And he confessed he told on me. And he starts screaming about some camera above the bench. If I didn't know he was going to put me in jail, and screams like a banshee. Either say it or arrest you. I'm like, fine, whatever. He let a serial killer go. I'm on take my one coworker's niece, her husband's niece. She's dead because he didn't arrest him. Still think it's funny. And how many other people are? Because he didn't arrest him. And then he said, I want you to say you're faking you're sick before. Well, it's ridiculous. It's documented medical malpractice, documented medication errors. All my family physicians told the police and the vets that were there at 18 when I went in within the first month or two of the case that it was medical malpractice and medication errors made me sick before, almost killed me. Okay? And I said I really was sick before. He's like, you liar. You either said, he said, I've met with that family in my office, all those church people. I know they're trying to kill you because of, Strange's lie. 15-year-old lie. 15-year-old baby lie. You need to realize what you've done, and I don't blame him for trying to kill you. That he's aiding and abetting murder and conspiracy and attempted murder on a recorded line. Okay? And then it's like, I really was like, you said earlier there, and it keeps going on, and he starts screaming how he's going to leave me there, and I'm begging for my life, say it earlier there. And it's like, fine, don't let him kill me. I mean, it gets really ugly. And then, why would the FBI help a person like me? And I'm trying to tell them, well, they're going to try to kill me, so you don't care. And the other agent yells out the rapist's name, where Dave told people he hired Pete on his own. It was Pete and his men, a drug dealer and his drug friends. He had him nailed, even hiring Pete to stalk me and drug me and rape me and drug me for fake confessions. They're so gay. They try to tell people they had sodium pentothal reports. How would you like to take a drink out of a drink in the room, go dizzy and black, and hours later come to and realize what happened to me? And you got bruises all over you, you're throwing up, you're almost passing out and severely infected. Wake up with injection marks like that and to find how strange men have been raping you. And he thought the whole time it was dirty well powder killing you, washing in it. I thought it was giving me cancer. Going to the doctor, what on earth is wrong with me? And they're treating all the signs of being drug, being raped. And nobody put it together a rapist. When I told them that was going on, they're like, your ex-husband's a vile, sick animal. His sworn duty was to arrest him, not to make fun of the rape victim for some drug dealer running a scam on him. He confessed he knew everything and he talked to everyone before me. And it just keeps going on and on and on. Then eventually, makes me beg for my life and lets me for money and immunity, then threatens me if I tell. That's where it's ridiculous. That's where a prosecutor's office plays criminal attorney. He don't even have authority to ask people to stay quiet. Don't even. He's only a police officer. First Amendment in the Constitution. It takes a judge to put a gag order on you. He's only a cop. He's a higher police officer, but that's it. Do you know where he wrote up the informant program with money and immunity? He had to have a judge sign it. And he had to have statements of threat of life. You have a right to privacy over your house. You have a right to remain quiet and a right to an attorney. And a right to a fair court trial, bail, and bond. You have a freedom of speech. Learn your rights so idiots can't scam you. Do you know, up in Ravenna, when I was still living there, I think I was in Walmart 62 or somewhere else. And then I had the police and the feds around me. Some of the drug cartel guys, you know, that they said, we're going to run a scam of who can come up with the best scam to steal her informant money. And we'll tell them that they can get it. That's where all these extortion plans, that they were scamming all these people. The police state that. They knew that in 18. My one friend, I've had a hard time even. He went to the U.S. Marshals. And there was a guy in there. They saved his life. And I was connected to it. And my friend was down there talking to him about me too. 2 people came forward. You know, that's where the officers that work my FBI case, see that agent open that case with money, immunity, and statements? He stole the money on the first day, fed me back to the cartel. Okay. The cartel's breaking, they got the money. He is financing human trafficking. He stole it on the first day. He don't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. Then he's already told and confessed he told. He was seen by the police telling on me. It becomes stupid. It just becomes stupid. You don't even have authority. That's where the Stark County prosecutor's office laughed how I cried. He don't even have authority to make. He can't just go around making up his own rules. The police know they can't go along with that. He's only hired a police officer. It takes a judge. Freedom of speech. He can't withhold your money. He can't misdirect it. He can't even tell you can't get it. He can't even threaten you. He can't bully you into false statements. He can't do any of this. The only thing legally did was list you form it with money and immunity. And that's all they can put. I found out they can put living and housing expenses in that too, in a medical card. And a criminal attorney told me the same thing, and police. He's lying to everybody. He can make up rules of his own. And he's stealing from cases. That's where Sheriff David, Mike DeWine's cousin, said if he stole your money, he stole others. He's too arrogant with you. And he's been getting away with it. Stealing from cases. They go back through his cases. There's going to be more. But my friend that said he went to the U.S. Marshals. And he talked to him about me. There was a man in there. They helped save his life. And I was connected. I report every time I see one of them. Every time. And if everybody would turn them in, every time of anybody connected to Michelle or those groups that were here in 18 and 19 and 20, they found 45 children in Akron. I would go up into Hartville, Akron, Fairlawn, and I'd see the ones that were around me in Canton and in Ravenna, and the ones that were laughing in my face, how they framed me, getting away with this. You know what happens? They go up there and they look around, and they're there, they follow them back, they find the kids they took. Now, if your family member was tied up in some basement with 40 other people and small children taken from their parents, used as sex slaves for people to beat, rape, and torture, and that was your child, your mother, your sister, your brother, your grandchild tied up in a basement, wouldn't you want somebody to come forward and say, I know this person's part of those groups? And they fall back and find more babies they took? There's still 1,000 people missing in Ohio. At least. Do you understand where they told you they were human traffickers? That means serial killers and child molesters. They told you they were drug traders doing this. That's drug dealers. It's documented I was framed by the drug cartel. And there was a drug cartel in my home before. And that agent making fun of me for some drug dealer running a stupid drug scam on me. And that's all it is a stupid drug scam. And by federal law, he was to arrest them for racketeering. illegal monitoring, cyber stalking, sextortion, and photoshopping and washing. Date rape dark confessions. Attempted murder, conspiracy to commit murder, selling kitty porn, and my grandkids going potty. Sextortion, the photoshopping and washing, sex trafficking videos of people using the bathroom. You know how illegal all this is? Racketeering is drugs, rapes, threats, and attempted extortion under. His sworn duty was to arrest them, not make fun of a victim of a drug cartel scam and steal a victim's money. He did all this to steal from the government. When you stop thinking some dirty cop stealing from the government and will let everybody in this area die so he can put dirty money in his pocket? And he's feeding victims back to the cartel. They break, they paid him off. They probably did. The police that worked my case have came up to me. You need to be proud of what you lived through. Because of you, a lot of lives were saved. They will yell at these people. She deserves a hell of a lot of more respect from you people than what you people give her. How dare you insult her? She almost died to save those people. They will tell you, like they did in May on Myers, North Main, and North Canton, that it's ridiculous for anybody to insult her. She almost died to save children. And they already knew their whole backup plan were those stalking tapes, because that's what they are, stalking tapes. Illegal stalking tapes. Okay? And in those stocking tapes, the weird with yourself, they already knew it was photoshopped of showering and washing. They could tell it was photoshopped. And they knew they had drugged her and told her to say it before they could tell I was drugged. I never talked to anybody. And I don't even know if they're still just playing me or what, because I never seen her or talked to anybody. And I thought the dirty well water was killing me. You want to talk about scary movie crap? And until you guys started saying that you were the ones causing all that, is it a cry for help that you need the police to arrest you for being vile, sick criminals? Harming people in their homes? You can't harm people in their homes and exploit money out of them. Are you nuts? It's racketeering. Even investigators have said it is racketeering. The U.S. Marshals have been here since January 20th of 23 that I knew of. And they said they were going to start taking care of it. And that was my friend out in Worcester, had a friend out in the police department. Well, the marshals showed up. Knew about the case that agent opened with me in the Texas group. Well, there's a lot more. There's a gentleman's club from Florida. There's a Henry Mafia's group. The human traffickers from there. The Georgia human traffickers. California drug dealers. Buffalo, New York, Michigan, North and South Carolina, Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania were all here pronouncing their crimes. I had over a 2-mile brigade of drug cartels swarming me when I go anywhere, so I couldn't get help. It was horrifying. Coming in stores, laughing in my face, how they would frame me, how they were getting away with everything. That's where you use Karen around the house, Karen's will, the sheriff's tape, everything. Protected home custody for an FBI informant, a threat of life, with statements, and a court order. They have told these people her case stands up in court without her. It's the sheriff's taping it, and the FBI, we'll put it that way. The marshals, when I got done talking to Matt, and he drove me in front of him till I was stuttering, I walked out, and we're the U.S. Marshals, and we're going to be taking care of this. They did an 800 people sweep 3 weeks later. April 14th, 23, they showed up in Giant Eagle. 2 of the drug cartel guys fully used your case to infiltrate our gang. You tell them to give your money, we're out of here. 2 of the cops walked by, we actually did. Laughed in their face. I have been monkey in the middle for 6 years. Hmm? Now, see, that's where December 9th, 21, one of my officers were in Stark County Hunger Task Force, or one of my security guards, sorry. One of my security guards that they had hired to help watch me and chase people off and protect me. When they hired 6 stalkers. Almost got shot in the head driving. There's a shooting night. Stabbed in the neck, bashed in the back of the head. I mean, it's like a 007 movie, 18 and 19, all caught under police surveillance. And all these people showing up in stores, and I have cops and feds around me with body cams and driving around me and got their plates. You use a case, you're going to get a lot more. It's like bad guys on a platter. Mm-hmm. FBI informant. Did you? See, that's where the Stark County sheriffs flat out at Faith Hillman Church, I told them we all worked our FBI case. They already know, all the police know they saw my, the login to my case. They announced it in Walmart 62. Will found a different way of making money on the cases, selling the login for $25 a pop. I can go in other states and people have it. Hmm? Little kids have it, teenagers, truck drivers, senior citizens. I can go clear to Illinois, clear to Virginia. Hmm? And people say stuff about the case, and when it's on the internet. Hmm? They sold the login. All that horror I lived through is public knowledge. Now, everybody turn Agent John in. They got him for embezzlement, tampering with witness evidence, and accessory to racketeering, attempted murder, and conspiracy to commit murder, human trafficking, rape, drugs, selling kiddie porn, sextortion. You want to be an accessory to all those crimes? Do you know on Google there was another agent just got arrested for raping somebody? They make all the good agents and officers look bad. One dirty one makes all the good ones that take their sworn duty and risk their lives every day to help protect people, make everybody not trust law enforcement. Everybody turn him in. Because I'll tell you what, Michelle's drug cartel rode with the Florida human traffickers break they were selling people. And she's getting my money, and she's drug cartel. And she's a child molester and a human trafficker. So is that Pete. And then where they say this guy named Will's doing it, is it Bill from the Freemasons? The one that other sheriff said there was a group of Freemasons caught with the human traffickers under police surveillance with a court order. Is that him? That freak that was breaking, he was paying people to harass me? And harm me? Is it that freak? Because he needs arrested. He's very dangerous. Because that's where that drug cartel up there. I've never talked to him, and I never had him in my home. And he can't run scams on people with the drug cartel. See, I go into Akron and Hartville. We all know Karen's Well is still open. See, that's where my friend from the Stark County Prosecutor's Office. Karen, you don't realize you're in a witness protection program. One of the many. Informants are different. Say yourself, you feed him information, you can tell whoever you want. That agent can't even open his mouth to you. I said, well, you told on me. He said he can't even talk to you like that. Can't ask you to stay quiet. Can't withhold your money. You don't have that kind of authority. Please know that. It takes a judge to put a gag order on you. You can't just steal somebody's money. You can't misdirect it. You don't have that kind of authority. He can't ask you to stay quiet. He can't bully you in false statements. It's illegal. That whole phone call he did was illegal, all about listing your informant with money and immunity. And the police know that. And he don't have that kind of authority. He can't just make up his rules. And he said, informants, you risk your life getting them information. They owe you for the rest of your life, for risking your life. And until the FBI puts you in another witness protection program, you'll stay an informant for life. Because these people actually tried to kill you, and they can wait and try to kill you again. Hmm?